Good morning, everyone. It is Friday morning, December 11th, 2020. Man, it's weird. I did two yesterday, and I thought I'd be done for the weekend. I'm actually going on a trip again today, or I might leave tomorrow. But these little things keep popping up, and I can't let them go by without some kind of comment. So that's why I'm on this morning. And obviously, you can tell what the subject matter is from the title. So let me just get into it. Hmm. All right. In the description box below is a link to my Twitter commenting on two of Trump's tweets that he made this morning. Uh, and that's what we're going to talk about. But before I go there, I asked people yesterday to keep me apprised if they could about any military activity, increase of it in particular, that might be happening around the country. And I'm getting lots of information, and it is not normal type of traffic that's going on right now. There's definitely been an uptick. A lot of aircraft around of all types, uh, troop movements, a lot of things. So something's in the works. It could just be the deployment of the vaccine, but I don't think that's the only thing, if that's even it. I'm beginning to wonder now. Uh, as I said yesterday, I think Trump is getting ready to take out his enemies. That's not an absolution of Q for a lot of reasons. As I've said, this is something that you'd anticipate somebody like Trump would do if he is or were, or if there's any possibility of uh, of him being the AC, which is where I'm going to go also in a minute. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for sending me that information. It looks like something major is going on. I don't think this is merely the deployment of the vaccine logistical supply lines. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. It's at least in addition to that, I guess. Um, Also, I wanted to mention that I made a link to a video of a Dr. Lyons giving some information, scientific information, countering the the science religion of Fauci and Birx and Gates and Redfield, countering that. And apparently YouTube took it down. Not surprising. I have heard it's on BitChute, so if you want to go check there, you probably could find it there. No surprise. They don't want you to be able to make informed decisions. They want to tell you what to believe. You, if they were Christians telling you what to believe, that would be, they take that down too, right? Their own thing. But at any rate, it's the amount of censorship and destruction of information that we should have access to is unforgivable. And it shows you that they're the enemy. And Trump's done nothing about it. He's trying to get the 230 thing through 4 years after he should have done it. But anyway, so the Dr. Lyons video is apparently not available on YouTube anymore, and they won't allow it back up unless somebody else might post it again, but they'll probably take it down again. Chinese shot down an F-16. We don't know that. Is that for sure now, Frank? Real time? I don't know that that's been affirmed yet. Okay, let's go into the main reason why I've decided to come on this morning. Trump had two tweets very early this morning. The first one was that I saw. Well, I'll just tell you both of them. They're in the description box in the link to my Twitter account. One is he's saying the FDA needs to get the damn, spelled it DAM, vaccines out to start saving lives. Well, his entire shutdown has destroyed more lives, both financially and physically. The mortality rate because of what he's done than the sickness would ever have done. So that's BS coming from him as usual. He will not back down from these vaxes, despite all of the real scientific evidence that he chooses to ignore. And then he put up a tweet that said, "I just want the world to stop killing itself." Again, both of these are in the description box in that link to my Twitter. Now, back when he went into Walter Reed, he did a lot of messianic savior type of actions, and I've explained that. One of them that he did was, as he said, that he offered his blood plasma for the vaccine ingredients. Whether they actually did that or not, I don't know. I don't know if they could have, manufactured those this quickly under the circumstances. But I don't even believe it actually. It's just a statement that he made. Again, to be messianic, which is what he's doing. And I've explained all that before, but this stood out this morning. So he made those two statements. He just wants the world to stop killing itself. He wants to project himself as that caring savior of mankind. But then he used the word for damn. He said, "Get the damn vaccines out." He's talking to the guy in charge of the FDA to start saving lives, which is, ridiculous. He spelled it D-A-M, and he's done this kind of thing before. Now, remember, he has Jewish roots. Okay, there's a really good possibility that if he didn't convert to Judaism, particularly the Lubavitcher form of it, he at least has a lot of affinity to it. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, I don't have a problem with that, except that now he's pretending to be the Savior, the Messiah. And of course, people in Israel and in the United States and other parts of the world have said that he is, okay? The Mashiach ben Joseph, some say the Mashiach ben David, it depends. That's another delineation we can get into later. I've already touched on it to some extent before. But using the word Dom this morning was another indication. Both these tweets were indications that he is using Messianic rhetoric. The Dom, as somebody pointed out as I was getting ready to do this video, someone else pointed out that they looked up the word Dom. They must have some Hebrew background, but the word Dom, that the D-A-M spelling he had is a transliteration of the Hebrew word Dom. In other words, it's a phonetic equivalent, D-A-M, or this phonetic equivalence of the Hebrew letters, the sounds, the phonetics. And what it means is blood. Yeah, it means blood. So he's saying that the vaccines are blood vaccines. And I think he's referring back to what he said about giving his blood for the vaccines back when he was at Walter Reed. I don't think that was an error on his part. I think he's playing out the messianic role, which in this situation would be another indication that this is the Antichrist starting to come up. He's starting to flex his muscle. He's going to take down his enemies. He's claiming to be a messianic figure, and he's putting out this rhetoric that proves that's what he's thinking. Not to mention the coins, as I've said before, even the different election and post-election posters and memes that have been put out talking about him being the lion. He's riding the lion. The intimation is that he's the lion of Israel, okay, the lion of God. All messianic undertones, all of it. So here we are again this morning. So go look at that. I won't take much more of your time up. Go look at that in the description box below and just ponder that. I want to thank everybody again for sending me the information. Not for, let's see, I'm not sure what this is. Dan Keene, not for WS. Okay, well, I lost it. It's moving too fast. Yeah, well, that's good. That's true too. Somebody's saying, well, the Chinese in America use a lion in front of their homes and stuff. Yeah, I know. Lions are pretty common for statues and iconography and all those things. But in this case, I think we know where it is. All right, that's all I got. I really don't have anything else. I've got some other things to do today, but I wanted to bring those things up. So recapping, uh, thanks again. It looks like there is a lot of military activity going on. Dr. Lyon's YouTube video where he was talking about the science of the disease and the vax, where he counters what Fauci has been saying. That's been taken down by YouTube, and then finally, the messianic rhetoric coming from Trump is increasing. It's more fine now. I describe it that way. It's been refined to some point, uh, but it's still obvious to those who know what to look for. And those two examples are in the description box below. Both the word DOM, meaning blood, for instead of damn vaccine, spelled DAMN vaccines. He deliberately put down DOM, knowing that DOM is blood. He definitely has some Kabbalah background as well. There's no doubt about that. And then the other tweet where he says that he just wants the world to stop killing itself. He's doing everything to reveal himself without coming out and just saying it. He's doing everything to reveal himself without coming out and just saying it. Right lineage from Dan. Uh, his mother's name is Mary. His father's name is Christ. He was born in 1946, which kind of fulfills. It's not a prophecy of a prophet per se, but somebody who did an analysis and believed that the person that would be the Antichrist would be born right about that time. Plus the whole thing with the reset plans and all of that, and what's been going on in the DNA changing of human beings, all of the programs that were put in place by the eugenicists and particularly by Hitler and the Germans, and then moving on forward. Okay, Trump is the head goat. Yeah, well, I'm afraid so. All right, that's all I got, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Keep your eyes on the horizon, ears to the ground, situational awareness on high, and continue to prep, pray, and stay out of the way as best you can, okay? Again, that doesn't mean not to act, not to go out and try to make a difference in the world, not to speak out, not to defend yourselves, but just don't get involved in anything that politics is done. It's done because we've been betrayed on too many fronts. We've been done. So who's the Antichrist? I pretty much said it. I think it's Trump. Trump has punched too many tickets. He might be doing it he might be trying to, maybe he believes those things are the messianic things and he wants to be that. And he would not consider himself the Antichrist. The Antichrist means a number of different things. Um, it means, it doesn't just mean against Christ. It could also mean in place of, okay, sort of like the vicar of Christ. It could also mean that. Um, so there are some other possibilities. Regardless, he's saying that he thinks he's that, and he's been talking about being, despite having done nothing to be a champion for the people, now including all this hoax over the scandemic, plandemic, and arranging things so that he has plausible deniability, but these vaxes and these marks for the cryptocurrency and all that are going to be forced on you. He's causing it to happen. Roy, you have lost your mind. William, I think you don't have one. All right. I think that's the problem. You don't have one. Richard Schumann, no, I haven't yet on the Diebold Foundation. I'm aware of Diebold, however. I'm aware of that. Like I say, I just get so much information, I can't get it all to it. My major mission at this point in time, Mark Pantano's talking about the legal stuff as well as Legal Man. And I'm not saying we're all allied. It just seems that we have our own little niche. Nancy Morgan Hart covers, a broad spectrum of information along a lot of lines. I kind of stick right now on just the military things, how they influence the military things, whether they're political or not, and this thing with Trump and who he's trying to um, present himself to be. And I believe that that's absolutely the case. And he has enough people telling him that both in Israel and in the United States that even if it isn't true, he might think it is. Okay? All right. Trump is the best president ever. It's like I said, he's fooled a lot of people. He is the destroyer. Yep. Stay puffed marshmallow man. I'll see y'all later.